Today we will look at the 3 best ways you can make some extra money from playing Walken. It's an app where you can walk, better your pets and earn crypto for doing so. And no matter if you're new to the game and are looking for a guide to get started, or you're already playing and want to learn something new, this video will be for you, because we will cover some strats on how to get started, what NFTs to buy, and how to break even the fastest way and start earning while still having fun playing the game. Let's go. Also, the Walken team was so kind to provide us with 5 cat lead loot boxes for a giveaway for you guys. So if you want to enter and try winning a cat lead completely for free, just subscribe to our channel and to Walken's channel through the link in the form down below this video. So good luck to you guys, and now really, let's go. So first, let's cover the basics. How do you actually earn in the game, and what items and activities directly impact our earning, and what are just some side things you can also do which are fun and will also benefit you in the game in some way or the other. Well, the main thing in the game are these pets called cat leads, and every new player, also you, will be starting out with a new random cat lead completely for free, and you can always get then later newer, stronger cat leads right from the in-game marketplace for Solana or their in-game token WLKN, we'll just call it Walken. The main thing you do next, and this is also how you're getting your crypto and earnings after getting your cat lead, is going into battles, where you select the league, then you select the type of battle you want to have or the type of competition, and you press start. And the game will then select your opponent from all the other players' cat leads out there, and the one having the higher stats out of you two will win the battle and get rewarded with Walken tokens, which you can then later withdraw as a sort of income, or use them in the game to upgrade your cat lead and earn even more in the future. Well, and that's the whole concept on how to earn in the game, but of course there is more to it, more specific things, mainly how to maximize your win rates or earn more by doing less, and what to look out for when buying multiple cat leads or maybe items for them. So let's cover that. Now the thing is that you will only earn in the game if your cat lead does win the competition. So how do you increase your chances of doing so? Well, the most important #1 thing to do is to choose the proper competition type, because this one is actually free to do, just choosing where you want to battle, and it does increase your chances to win by quite a bit, because it's like the base. Because here's how the competition works. You and your opponent both have 4 criteria deciding on who is going to win the battle, and it's the strength of your cat lead, its stamina, and the speed of your cat lead. And these 3 come as attributes randomly assigned to your cat lead, which can increase or which will increase when leveling your cat lead up. And the 4th criteria, which decides who is going to win the competition, is the amount of steps you've taken in the previous 24 hours. So that's the one thing you can basically actively control. Now, each competition type tells you what attributes account for it, and it gives you basically more weight of your stats to this competition. So naturally, you want to choose the type of competition where your cat lead has the best attributes to increase your win rate. And attributes are random with every cat lead, and they increase by having it leveled up, your cat lead, which you need Walken tokens and gems to do so. And we'll get to that in a minute, but you basically also earn gems by taking steps. So the more steps you take during the day, because this is basically walk to earn app, also some kind of and battle to earn game, the more steps you take during the day, the more eventually you will have gems for leveling up your cat lead. These are of course all simple things that you can do to increase your win rate even without reinvesting or investing into the game at all, because again, you're getting a cat lead completely for free when you're starting playing the game. But now let's get into the more advanced stuff on how to be better in the Walken game and how much you can actually earn by playing the game as of right now. I'll start with the more simple and less expensive stuff in the game and move towards the OP things gradually. Now, the first thing you want to have or you want to use in order to win more often in the game are Mysteries. These are like steroids for your cat lead, which increase 1 random attribute during the battle. And in order for them to work, you need a certain amount of them in your inventory, and the more Mysteries you have, the bigger the percentage of the boost your cat leads are going to receive to their stats. And the thing is that you want to look out for or watch out for here is the amount of cat leads you actually have in your inventory, how many you've bought, because the more cat leads you own, the more berries are required for the power up of all of them. So how can you obtain them, the Mysteries? Well, first and free thing is by just playing the game how it's intended. If you're being defeated in a competition, you have a chance of receiving some berries depending on your league. The higher your league, of course, the more berries you obviously get. And the berries aren't guaranteed with each loss, you only have a small chance to receive them, and the chance is determined by your cat lead's rarity. So the rarer the cat lead, the higher the chance, because a legendary cat lead gives you, for example, a 40% chance of getting Mysteries versus a common cat lead, the basic one basically, which will give you only a 10% chance to get Mysteries in case you're defeated. The other way to get the berries is just by buying them in the shop using the Walken tokens, which you can either earn in the game or just buying them in an exchange. And of course, the more berries you buy in a single purchase, the more the discount will be for you. The last way to get Mysteries, but also some other stuff, is by spinning the fortune wheel. wheel. Now that's a new feature which was added just recently, and it lets you spin the wheel and get prizes for doing so. It could be either gems as prizes or Misberries or Walken tokens, and the amount you win increases with each league you go higher in the competition. And you can spin the wheel twice every 24 hours, where the first spin costs you only 2 gems and the second spin costs you 5 gems plus 30 Misberries. Also, apart from the common prizes, you have also a chance to win a loot box with any cat lead or items in it. So that's quite awesome, having the chance to get basically a legendary cat lead for only 2 gems, but of course the chances will be here quite low on that, but nevertheless, good luck to you if you want to try and spin that. And here we're actually starting to scratch a little bit on the topic of items, because items are a great way to increase your win rates, so let me show you why and how. Items can be equipped to your cat lead in order to increase its attributes, and each item increases one or the other stat by a certain amount, which again increases your chance of winning the competition against other cat leads and therefore earn more. You can buy the items in the in-game marketplace from other players, and of course it's wise to pick items which best basically correlate with your cat lead's best attributes and the competition type you mainly choose. So if your cat lead has best attributes for strength, you want to pick items which increase the strength and choose the competition for strength to basically win even more battles. There is a total of 6 item types you can equip to your cat lead, and that's basically a hat, a t-shirt, shorts, sneakers, accessories, and artifacts. So equipping one item from each ad category is alright, so basically a hat, t-shirt, and you know what I mean. But you cannot equip like 6 t-shirts or 6 hats to a cat lead. There's only one item per each slot of type. Also keep in mind the fact that you don't really need multiple items in a single category, because even if you have multiple cat leads, you can share the items between them. So unequip the stuff from one cat lead that just finished battling and has no more energy, and equip the items or the clothes to the next cat lead you want to battle before you start. So basically you have one set of clothes for all your cat leads that you own. Well, and that's all the stuff which will make your win rates increase, thus you will get a way better earning. But this is all the stuff which increases your basically win rate linearly. Now let's get more to the exponential stuff, so you can earn and play even more by having multiple cat leads, and basically the best way to do this. If you think that owning just one cat lead is not enough in terms of income or fun, then I can totally agree with you. So you might consider getting multiple cat leads in order to battle more. But is it worth it? And if yes, what rarity should we consider purchasing? Because the prices may differ by quite a lot. Well, I calculated the ROI and earning between different cat lead rarities, and what I found out was, in terms of rarity, the higher you go, the less the ROI is for your cat lead or your account. If you guys, for example, just buy lots of common cat leads, that will be better than just buying one legendary cat lead, because of course they all have the legendary cat leads are better, they are winning more, so they have a higher win chance. Like for example, if you have a common cat lead, the chance of you winning is quite low, so maybe 1 in 3, 1 in 4, but nevertheless actually you still will make more money off it than just purchasing basically for the same amount of money you could have bought a lot of common cat leads for just one single legendary cat lead, even considering the better win rates for the legendary cat lead. That's not always the case that basically better rarity cat leads are worth or aren't worth it. They're just not as good in terms of battles and optimizing your win rate to the max if it's only the income for you. But they're of course much more better for different types of activities, like for example for breeding, which we'll come to in a minute. Nevertheless, first things first, and the rarity of a cat lead has an impact on multiple things. I think there are 4. First of all is max energy and speed is being restored, because with a rarer cat lead you have more battles during the day because you have more energy, and you may take longer breaks between them if you want, because you have more max energy, so it takes more time to refill. Then the cat lead stats, because the higher the rarity, the higher the total stats of the cat lead, so the winning chance is again better if you have a more rarer cat lead. But they're more expensive if you just buy them from the market and not get them from a loot box or something. The third thing is the chance of getting Misberries in case you lose a competition. So that's something that in the long term will again increase your chance of winning if you have lots of Misberries again from time to time in the long term. And the last and fourth thing is the max amount of breeding times and the effectiveness of breeding. So the better your cat lead, the more effective your breeding is going to be, and the more times you may breed your cat lead, which we'll get to in a minute again. Now if we take into account the approximate win rate based on the cat lead's rarity and its attributes, we can see that lots of common cat leads is actually way more cost effective or cost efficient than, let's say, only spending your whole money for one legendary cat lead, even if the legendary cat lead is going to win 3 times more battles. But this one is only true again if you don't consider the time it takes for you to battle, because again, lots of battles with the common cat leads will take up more time for you. And these win rates aren't like static, I just got them out of my head from my experience playing the game, so they could be a little lower or a little bit higher on practice for you. So if you want to focus on taking the most out of the game income-wise, it's way smarter for you to get a lot of low rarity cat leads, like common ones. But if you don't want to spend too much time on it and just have fun without losing too often, just fun playing the game and still earning, then you're better off with a higher rarity cat lead. Also, to answer possible questions on how much you can actually earn with Walken, I've included the ROI percentage by the basically first market prices for the cat leads right now. So just take the sum you want to invest and multiply it by the ROI given in days, then you can calculate your possible returns. So again, it depends on how much you invest before you can calculate how much you can actually earn. But the ROI percentage will be in the table that I've made for you somewhere here on the screenshot. Also, if you want to approach the game with like more math and calculate a few steps ahead of before you're doing, I'll leave you a link to a calculator for Walken, which will show you how to optimize or upgrade your cat leads the best way, how to breed them the best way, and basically how to be more cost efficient and earn more in the game from doing the same actions basically. So I'll leave you the link for the walken.co. Basically, you can try and type in your cat lead there and see how to upgrade it the best way. The next thing we can do in Walken in order to have a chance to earn is breeding our cat leads. And the way it works is you basically have 2 cat leads up front, you're then paying some fees in Walken, which you can either earn or buy, and then you mint a new cat lead, which you can use or sell for profit while still keeping the old ones. So basically you then remain with 3 cat leads, so you can either play with more of them or you can just sell one of them to get back your money or earnings. The thing we need to understand about breeding in Walken is that the main goal is not to get a cat lead of a higher rarity, because that is currently not possible, but try not to get a mutation which will result in a lower rarity after the breeding for the new cat lead. Thus, the value of the new cat lead will drop. In order to see how profitable it is to breed one cat lead with each other, you can use again the calculator I just mentioned above, where I shared with you above, and type in your parents' IDs into the calculator and their levels, and the calculator will show you automatically the probability of obtaining different rarities for the cat leads after you breed. So the breeding success is being determined by the level of your parent cat leads. The higher the level of the cat lead, the better the chances of getting a cat lead of the same rarity, and of course it's determined by the rarity of your parent's cat leads. So if your parents' cat leads are both, for example, uncommon, you can get higher than uncommon. It will be either common or uncommon. It won't be rare. If you want to get more into breeding and the math behind it, how it works, I'll leave you a link to the official doc in the description so you can see how much your breeding cost will be and what the chance of your jobs might also be, so you can calculate if it's profitable or not for you to start breeding. Now, the last 2 things you can do in Walken in order to earn more is participating in the referral program or in the ambassador program that the team has just newly added. The way it works for the referral program is that every friend you refer to Walken to Walken, you will get a 5% cut of their Walken spendings over a certain period of time in the app. So the more people you invite, the longer the time period is going to be when you're getting parts of their spending as rewards for your account. But not only you are going to earn, your friend is also going to get a welcome bonus, like being able to start in the League 2 straight away, and he also gets 100 Misberries and some other cool stuff. So make sure if you want to invite someone or family, friends, just use your referral code, because this benefits both of your sides. So if you want to get some passive income in Walken, this is the way for you to do it. Now, the last thing you can also try and doing is joining the ambassadors of Walken. Basically, these are the guys that are spreading their idea about Walken, increasing the community, working with the community, helping the Walken team with some graphical design, content, and basically just being there for the community and bringing some value. This, of course, corresponds with some rewards you're going to receive if you're an ambassador. So if you want to get more info about that, just join Walken's Discord, and there you will get all the information about how to become an ambassador. So all in all, Walken is a fun game which lets you earn some extra money here and there from different activities, but in the future, the devs are planning some even more new exciting updates and stuff that will be added to the game. This includes, for example, staking of Walken, the token, for probably attractive APYs. This will again lower the sales pressure on the in-game token, which will again increase the price probably. And by the way, Walken came out in the middle of a downtrend in the bear market, and the fact that the price dropped only by 50% from the start of the basically listing and is relatively stable over since a few months month means that the devs are making a good job overseeing the tokenomics. So basically the price drop wasn't significant at all compared to other games, for example. Also, the team wants to add new types of competitions and tournaments in the future, which will make the app more social, so that you can compete and interact with more people as you're playing. So this is also a great thing to know and to have in the future. So yeah, I hope this video was helpful for you and that it gave you an idea of how Walken works and what strategies you can use to increase your earning. And that's basically it for today. I wish you a great day and see you in the next videos. Bye bye.